Deep in a forest where moonlight dances on silver leaves, a girl in a red cloak meets a wolf with eyes like glowing embers. One question changes everything. What if the wolf isn't the villain? Hold tight, little dreamers and grown-up adventurers. Apple Lemon Kids presents Sleeping Beauty and the Wolf, a tale that will make your heart race and your imagination soar. Subscribe now, because magic is about to begin. Hello, my precious friends. Gather close, snuggle under your blankets, rest your chin on your hands, and let me tell you a story. My name is Rosella, but everyone calls me Sleeping Beauty. Yes, that's Sleeping Beauty. Only this time, the tale is bigger than a spindle or a tower. It's about courage, curiosity, and a wolf who taught me that monsters can have hearts. Are you ready? Let's tiptoe into the forest together. Once upon a time-o, I adore that phrase, don't you? I lived in a kingdom kissed by dawn. My castle had rose gold turrets, and every window framed a sky painted in peach and lavender. But on my 16th birthday, an evil fairy named Malice pricked my finger with a cursed spindle. Did you know? Spindles were once everyday tools for spinning wool into thread, but after my story, many kingdoms banned them for 100 years. I fell into a sleep so deep that dreams became my only world. While I slept, the forest around the castle grew wild. Vines thicker than pythons coiled up the walls, and thorns sharp as dragon teeth guarded the gates. A century slipped by like sand in an hourglass. Curiosity moment. A single rosebush from my garden still blooms every midsummer night with petals that glow like tiny lantern. Scientists today call it bioluminescence, but we called it magic. Then one crisp autumn morning, a girl in a scarlet cloak skipped along the hidden path. Her name was Ruby, though the village children called her Little Red. She carried a basket of lemon apple tarts, my favorite, even in dreams. Ruby had heard whispers of a sleeping princess and a treasure guarded by a beast. Teaching Gem, brave hearts ask questions. Ruby wondered, what if the beast is lonely instead of wicked? She pushed through the thorns ouch and met him. The wolf, his fur was midnight black with silver streaks like shooting stars, and his eyes. Oh, they held storms and stories. Most girls would scream. Ruby tilted her head and asked, why do you guard a castle no one visits? The wolf's voice rumbled like distant thunder. Because the princess inside dreams of friendship, and I swore to protect her dreams. Did you know? Wolves in the wild travel up to 12 miles a day searching for family. This wolf had lost his pack to hunters long ago and found purpose in my tower. Ruby sat on a mossy stone. Tell me her story. So the wolf spoke of the curse, the spindle, the 100 years. Together they devised a plan not with swords, but with kindness. Ruby baked tarts scented with wild thyme. Wolves, it turns out, adore time. She sang lullabies her grandmother taught her, songs that wove through my dreams like golden threads. Little ones, grown-ups, are your hearts thumping? Mine is. If you're loving this twisty tale, tap that subscribe button on Apple Lemon Kids and ring the bell. More enchanted adventures are waiting like secret doors in a giant storybook. Back to the forest, night fell and fireflies became floating lanterns. Ruby climbed the tallest tower, the wolf steady beneath her boots. At the top, I lay on a bed of velvet roses, breathing slowly as snow. Ruby placed a tart on my pillow and whispered, wake up, Rosella. The world has changed and it needs your light. Science sparkle. Smell is the strongest trigger of memory. The scent of lemon apple tarts was the exact perfume of my childhood kitchen. My eyelids fluttered. The wolf howled a sound so beautiful it shattered the curse like glass. Malice's spell needed fear to survive. Love starved it. I opened my eyes to Ruby's smile and the wolf's gentle nudge. You're awake, he said, voice cracking like a boy's. I sat up, hair tangled with stardust. And you're not a monster, I answered. We laughed until the tower echoed. But stories need trouble, don't they? Malice returned in a swirl of green smoke, furious that kindness broke her magic. She raised storms, turned roses into thorns that lashed like whips. Ruby grabbed my hand, the wolf stood tall, teaching treasure. teamwork is stronger than any spell. Ruby remembered lemons conduct electricity. Yes, really. She squeezed tart juice onto Malice's smoky form. I sang the lullaby backward, unraveling the curse note by note. The Volp held a harmony that shook the sky. Malice shrank into a tiny, grumpy firefly and zipped away, promising never to curse pastries again. We planted a lemon apple orchard where the battlefield had been. Curiosity seed. Those trees still grow today. Their fruit glows faintly at midnight, and eating one is said to grant a wish, but only if you share it years past. Ruby became the kingdom's storyteller, the Volp its guardian, and I learned to spin starlight instead of thread. We hosted moonlit picnics where children asked endless questions. Do wolves really talk? Can curses be undone with pie? We answered yes, 1,000 times yes, because stories are bridges between impossible and true. And so, my sweet listeners, the girl once called Sleeping Beauty learned that sleeping isn't the end. It's a pause before the bravest chapter. Ruby taught me curiosity. The Volp taught me loyalty. And together we proved that villains are just people who forgot how to be kind. Did you know the constellation Lupus the Volp shines brightest in southern skies every June, as if winking at old friends? Thank you for letting me share my heart with yours. If this tale wrapped you in wonder, please subscribe to Apple Lemon Kids, leave a glowing comment, and tell me your favorite part. Next time, we'll chase whispers through a library where books fly and secrets hide in ink. Until then, dream bravely, ask wildly, and remember, every monster has a story, and every story has a friend.